Good evening, YouTube. Or actually, it's still afternoon, I think. Today, we're going to make a Halloween decoration. Got my old scroll chuck on the lathe. I got a piece of pecan. You can see this is the heartwood. That's the sapwood. This will probably all go away. Let me show you what I'm making. Do something similar to this. I'm calling this a Halloween decoration. Y'all can see what shape I've got here. This is pretty simple. I've been doing a bunch of snowmen lately, so should have done these first, but anyway, today's the day. This is about 4 inches from base to the tip of the hat. So thanks for watching. Because this is pecan and it's fairly hard and it's bone dry, I'm going to start out with a 3/4 inch spindle roughing gouge. Speed on my lathe is 1588, it says. Get on my face shield. Just going to take this down to round. That knocking sound tells me I'm not to round yet. Square off the end here with a parting tool. Got the 1-inch SKEW, going to finish off the rounding with that. Because it'll leave a nice smooth surface. These things are good SKEW practice too for those of you that don't like your SKEW very well. I used to be one of those people. Let's do a peeling cut here. Still got a flat on there. Now see, that's just some rough grain right there. It's not really a flat. My SKEW's feeling a little bit dull, so what is that? I'll take my hone here, just give it a little touch up. I don't know why that's like that. Anyway. Alright, the hardest part of these, in my opinion, is doing the hat. Doing the cone of the hat. So that's going to be the cone. That's going to be the rim. That's going to be the head. And then wherever the bottom of the head is, that'll taper back out to about there. So that's how I do it. I know it's not very scientific, but that's what I do. I take my thin parting tool and I'll lay in the hat first. And just start making that cone. Now if you don't feel comfortable with a SKEW, you can always get your trusty spindle gouge out. This is my new Henry Taylor 1/2 inch spindle gouge, made from the N42 steel. I'm really happy with it. Got to move the rest a little bit closer and a tad bit lower. And there we go. Just got to get this little bit right here where it meets the rim. That's the trickiest part for me. Maybe you're better with your SKEW than I am, but that's the hard. This little part right here is the hardest part for me. Here I'm just using the SKEW as a negative rake scraper, trying to smooth this out and get the transition from the cone to the hat brim fairly straightened out. Pecan's hard, so you can't really sand it too much. I mean, you can sand it, but if I really want to fix anything, I got to do 80 grit, and I don't really want to use 80 grit on this. So now it's time to make the head. Which basically, you can make a ball, make the segments of a snowman. You can make the head of this Halloween decoration. And we're almost there. The other hard part's getting right here in this groove where the hat meets the head. And that's why I'm doing long point down. Getting in there. Now this, I'm just going to taper in. Here's my bigger SKEW. You just keep working the body part down till it meets the bottom of the head. Just leaving a taper. And there it is. There's a little bit of tear out right there. So what I'll see this right here, this tear out, I will just kind of rework my taper a little bit to cut it, to get it out. So that big tear out was probably caused by uh, the grain that's in the wood right there. I can feel it through the tool. It's for some reason it's, whoopsie. Yes, I've got 2x4 floor, 2x6 flooring in this shed, so that's why I'm not worried about my tools falling on it. But we just slowly work that off. And see, there it is. There's just a little shadow of it right there, but I don't care about that. Alright, now we're going to do some sanding. And turn the speed down to about 1,000. I'll start with 120 here. These don't have to be sanded a lot. I mean, just to kind of even out the tool marks and things. These are just rustic table decorations is all they are. These aren't going in a gallery anywhere. You can see how quickly this is. Been going. Had the camera running for 13 minutes now, and I'm almost done here. So you can knock out a bunch of these. This is 180. This is getting pretty worn though. I like to change directions if I can. I realize not everybody's lathe has reverse. Mine does, but I like to use it for sanding. It's just a technique I developed for myself. That you go to a higher grit, change direction. Seems to work pretty good for me. This is 220. This is just some red Scotch-Brite, just going to kind of go over it, knock down some of the dust. Turn the speed down quite a bit here. This is just an old t-shirt that's soaked with boiled linseed oil. It's got some beeswax in it too. That'll be fine for what this is. Wipe off the excess here with a paper towel. And we're getting ready to part it off. Turn the speed back up. Get my thin parting tool, which is made from just an old chef's knife. So, and what I generally do is part it off down here at the bottom of the taper for the body. I'm not quite all the way through, but you can see that there's this hair right here that's come up from cutting. Just going to get me some 220 here. Just sand that edge while I got it, while it's still spinning. Knock it down there. And I'll just lightly hold my fingers around this while I gently feed the tool in. We're almost there. There it is. All right. One Halloween decoration made from pecan. Thanks for watching.